Why are you out on the street like at 10 o'clock at night? But this 6 or 7 year old boy looks me up and down. He's like, I will make you, baby, your skin smooth like lotion.
I love Jamaica, bro.
Good music, good vibes, and good everything. Jamaica has it all. It's the heart of the Caribbean, so.
One thing that Jamaican people do is humble a celebrity.
What if I told you Jamaica is protecting something the richest countries on earth can't seem to buy? Hello family, welcome back to Sashyn Reactions. Today we are diving into a powerful conversations about why so many people leave Jamaica feeling happier, more connected, and somehow more alive. Could Jamaica's greatest treasure have nothing to do with money? Let's find out together. Full credit to the original creators of this video. Let's watch, then we'll break it down afterwards.
One thing that Jamaican people do is humble a celebrity. So in America, you know, if a celebrity goes to, like, let's say, I don't know, a mall or something, there's like hundreds of people around them. Depending on their fan base, could just be 20. There's like a bunch of people around them asking for pictures, screaming. Not in Jamaica. There are so many videos of celebrities being in Jamaica and nobody cares. Like, let's look at Kai Cenat, for example. He just left Jamaica. He went to Carnival. If you ever seen videos of Carnival, you know you can't get space there. And nobody cared that he was there. Like, Usain Bolt, I have seen that man go to beaches, restaurants, bars all over Jamaica, and nobody cares when he walks in. Jamaicans will humble the fuck out of you.
So taken care of in Jamaica. It's actually unbelievable. Why did my friend just drive by and I was like, I've got something for you. I said to him a couple days, not even a couple days, yesterday, mind you, yesterday, I said, I'm really craving carrot cake. Guys, what's at my house? 1 and fucking 2. What do you, my craving. Best believe they'll both be gone by the end of I'm so well taken care of. My other friend did bring me mangoes. I've got my mangoes, yeah. He also cooked for me, but I've been out like a lot, so I've got the food. I'm so taken care of here. Like, I'm not taken care of like this in the UK, never. Like, could never, ever. I'm so happy. And like, this isn't even like, oh, they're looking for, they're not. Like, really and truly, we're genuinely just friends people. This level of community could never run in the UK. I don't know.
Yeah, so it's funny to me how Jamaicans deal with race. It's very different than America, and I think it's a lot better. They just kind of call it the way they see it. So, like, if you got a white guy, they call him Whitey. If you got an Indian guy, they call him Coolie. If you're a Chinese guy, Mr. Chin. Really dark-skinned brother, Blacker, you know? So, funny story, I was producing some music down in Jamaica for some friends of mine. They asked me to help them out. And so there was one guy I was calling to arrange some studio time with him. And ironically, his name was Black Man. And so I call him and I say, yo, what I deal with? Fire upon the wire. He's like, fire? I'm like, yo, it's Mikey. He's like, Mikey. I said, yo, it's Whitey Mikey. He said, oh, Whitey Mikey. Don't know. Yo, in America, you could never get by with that stuff.
What is going on with the children nowadays? I went to Fridays with my friend and there was this group of boys. I thought they were selling something, but they just wanted money and they were like troubling my friend. And then I get out of the car and this like 6-year-old or 7-year-old boy, first of all, why are you out on the street like at 10 o'clock at night? But this 6 or 7-year-old boy looks me up and down. He's like, I will make you, baby, your skin smooth like lotion, can get a touch. He was asking to feel up my body. A fucking 6 or 7-year-old. How does he know about like the things that you guys expose your kids to is crazy to me, because how does a 7-year-old know to even say things like that? And then as I'm walking away, I hear him go, oh, your body jaw just a shake. So why am I being sexually harassed by a fucking toddler, basically, bro? Like, people need to watch their kids better, because that should not be happening. That's weird.
You know, I did about a 3-year stint in Jamaica where I was in the music business, but I wanted to just share some of my experience as a white American living in Jamaica. And let me say, overall, positive, very positive. Jamaican people are super salty, super down to earth, and super cool. But they're also a bunch of fucking characters. And they come with smiles and friendship, and it's genuine. But they're working angles. They're counting your pocket. They're finding your weaknesses, finding your soft spots, and they work you. Every one of them works you for every dollar you have got, and they do it shamelessly. Okay, and they do it. They act like they're innocent, but it's just shameless con artists. And so if you're ever in Jamaica, just watch out for those kind of friends.
Gentes, I've been thinking about recording a video about this topic for a while, but I wasn't sure. But I feel like getting it off my chest because there are no people that relate to me. And I really need some comfort right now. I need to know if there are other people that have experienced this or that are experiencing this, or if I'm going crazy. I am in Jamaica right now, and I have been to a lot of countries in my short life. And I can honestly say there is no other country that I've ever felt so uncomfortable in. Please don't take this the wrong way. The majority of the people are so genuinely kind and so nice and fun to spend time with, to hang around with. I respect the culture and everything like that. But there's a but. Traveling as a solo female is not fun right now. The catcalling culture in Jamaica is different from any kind of catcalling culture I've ever experienced in my life. I genuinely stay in the house because I don't feel like leaving the house and having to be confronted with it constantly. I am talking about men approaching me, following me, slamming the brakes, honking, following me with a scooter and driving next to me while I'm walking. Broad daylight, mind you, broad daylight. Getting offended when I'm not giving them attention. Getting offended when I'm saying no, not taking no for an answer. The amount of times that I had to give my Instagram because they genuinely would not leave me alone. Man. And then they say it's meant to be in a flattering way, but at this point I'm not even taking it like that anymore. It doesn't even feel flattering. I feel harassed. I feel constantly harassed by men. And I've never experienced this before. I've been to Suriname a couple times where there's a similar culture. Men like to whistle at you or catcall you, whatever. And maybe it's because I was younger when I visited Suriname. But right now that I'm 27, a lot more life experience, a lot more different, maybe mindset. I'm not enjoying it. I'm not enjoying it at all. I'm literally going to the beach. I walk straight back to my house. I dread it when I have to do groceries. I dread it when I feel like going out, but not end up going because I feel like, I won't even, I'm not able to just be somewhere. Basically what I'm trying to say is I just want to be, man. I just want to be. Don't we all, women? But no, for real. I just want to be. When I go to an event where there is live reggae music, I just want to be. I don't want to have to worry about the amount of men that come up to me and having the same superficial conversations over and over again. How old are you? Where are you from? Where are you staying? Why the fuck would I tell you that, by the way? Where are you staying? How long are you staying here? Oh, I can take you to the river. Very common sentence, by the way. I can take you to the river. And again, something else that as a solo female traveler, I feel like I'm unable to do. There are so many beautiful places in Jamaica that I want to go to, but I have to think about getting a driver that I actually trust, which, in some cities I might have those contacts, but in other places I don't. So I stay at home. I stay at home because I don't feel safe. I'm a woman by myself. I'm not getting in the car for an hour and a half to a remote place with a guy that I don't know. So I genuinely feel like as a solo female traveler, I'm not able to enjoy Jamaica the way it's meant to be enjoyed. And I hate that, because I've literally dreamed of visiting this country for years, and I think it's a beautiful country, and the people are beautiful, and the people are kind. But as a woman, by myself, it's not what I expected it to be, and I'm so sad about that. Has anyone else gone through this or can relate to this? If not, just let it be like a gentle reminder or a warning if you're trying to do the same thing. And I just want to add to this, of course it's a good idea, especially as a female solo traveler, to go to hostels, for example, where you meet people that might join you on a trip so that you don't have to go alone with people that you don't know, or where the hostel organizes these things or has trusted drivers. Those are all great options, and I can definitely recommend that. I'm just saying that when you're not trying to be in a hostel, because I've been in a lot of hostels and I'm just kind of tired of it, so I wanted my own space, but it comes with these consequences where all of a sudden you lose a part of your freedom, and it's just very confrontational that this is, you know, the world that we live in, where women just don't get to be the way men can. And I'm sick and tired of people saying otherwise. Have a great day, people.
I love Jamaican food, but I don't really love Jamaican people, because when you go to a Jamaican restaurant and they mess up your order, they don't even apologize. They just give you more cabbage or more plantains. And then in real life, if a Jamaican is disrespectful or they do something wrong, they don't even apologize in real life. What they'll say is, "I'm sorry you feel that way." Excuse me, what? Like, I just don't know if I could be friends with somebody who don't know how to take accountability. But the food is good though.
I love Jamaica, bro. Let me tell y'all a story right now, bro. Hold up. This is my jerk chicken right here, bro. So basically what happened was, I freaking, called an Uber and everything. I went to the jerk chicken's joint, all right? And I looked in my pocket. I did not bring my freaking wallet. I left my wallet at my hostel, right? The only thing I have in my backpack is a $100 US bill. I'm not giving that out, So I looked at my Uber driver, and here's the thing though. My Uber driver didn't just drop me off, right? I told him I was looking for a man called Antoine, the one my old taxi driver recommended, right? And then he came up, he's like, "Oh, hold up, brother. Let me help you look for Antoine." Right? He freaking walked up, right? He parked his car, walked up to the stands and asked for the exact chef that I was looking for. He helped me look him out. And then when I said I didn't have money, he stayed around. He said, "Wait right here." He went to his car, right? Paid for it. He literally took his own cash and paid for my chicken. And because I told him that, "Oh shoot, can I send you money in any way, or like tip you this much money," right? But Uber wasn't letting me tip that much, right? But he still trusted that, right? So he still trusted that I was gonna pay him back. So when he said, "How are you gonna go back?" I was like, "Oh yes, please. Can you drive me back? All right, I'll go back to my hostel and I'll pay you," right? For him, it's like blind trust, If for all he know, I could probably just run off with the chicken, and when he comes after me, I'll call the police and say he's being a weirdo or something, right? But for him, it was just complete blind trust, and he did it, The hospitality is just insane, right? He paid for my chicken, and he drove me back, even though me paying him wasn't guaranteed. So I freaking went to my hostel, right? My ride was only like 800 Jamaican dollar. So I went back, I grabbed 2,300, 1,000 for the chicken, and I paid him 1,300 for, driving me back, and tips for getting me the chicken, right? Like 2,300, that's $15 for me in US, right? But for him, that makes his entire week, Bless up, I love Jamaica. Thank you for the hospitality.
So one of the things I've come to love about Jamaican culture is that, like, at first this was kind of hard, but I like it because you don't ever have to wonder where you stand with somebody that's Jamaican. Like, if they don't like you, if they love you, I think that's refreshing because, we want to be polite, and I get that, and there's a time definitely you want to be that way, but it's also cool because like, if somebody loves you or rocks with you, that it's like real, you know what I mean? It's not just polite. And so I think that's something that's really refreshing about Jamaica. So shout out for just keeping it real and leaving no room for questions, good and bad. Love y'all.
So I just saw a video of a white man trying to crash out on a plane full of Jamaicans. What that video let me know is that nobody can hijack a plane full of Jamaicans. Once I heard him say, "Hey boy," I knew it was over. Nigga said, sit down. Sit down. I was like, yes. Mashing up the vibes on the fucking plane. Oh, what kind of blood clot fuckery are that pun? Sit down, boy. And then Jamaican dude in the back that's standing up like he about to do something to this nigga. Like he fuck around and do it. This is what I be saying, bro. Jamaicans are one of the most funniest people on the planet because the situation will become so unserious but so unhinged so quick at the same time. Like I said, this white man better sit his ass down before they turn him into motherfucking jerk chicken. Like, I had to watch that video several times over, bro, because Jamaicans are so unserious. Like, they be serious, but they make themselves so unserious by the shit they be saying. Like, to me, it doesn't calculate in my brain right away.
When most people hear the word treasure, they immediately think about gold, diamonds, oil, or billions of dollars sitting in a bank account. For generations, countries have competed over natural resources. Entire wars have been fought because of valuable minerals and wealth hidden beneath the ground. But what if humanity has been searching in the wrong places? What if the greatest treasure isn't something you can mine? What if it isn't something you can buy? What if it's not something you can only experience? And that's exactly why so many people keep talking about Jamaica. Every year, millions of visitors arrive expecting beautiful beaches. They expect reggae music. They expect jack chicken. They expect sunshine. But many of them leave talking about something completely different. They leave saying they felt something, something difficult to explain, something they haven't experienced back home. And that's what makes this conversation so fascinating. Because despite facing economic challenges, natural disasters, and many everyday struggles, Jamaica continues to produce something the richest nations on earth desperately want: real human connection. Let's think about that for a moment. Around the world, wealthy countries spend billions every year trying to solve loneliness. Mental health has become one of the biggest concerns across developed nations. Technology has connected us digitally, yet millions say they've never felt more alone. People have thousands of followers online, but nobody to call during difficult times. Many neighborhoods don't even know each other's names anymore. People rush to work, rush home, close their doors, and repeat the same cycle every day. Now, compare that with what so many people describe after visiting Jamaica. They talk about strangers greeting them with a smile. They remember conversations that lasted much longer than expected. They remember music filling the streets, children playing outside, neighbors checking on another one, families gathering together, people laughing, people sharing stories, people making time for each other. Of course, no country is perfect. Jamaica has real challenges that shouldn't be ignored. But it's remarkable that even through these challenges, many Jamaicans continue to hold tightly to something that much of the world seems to be losing: community. And maybe that's one of Jamaica's greatest treasures. Think about the phrase one love. For many people, it's just a famous slogan, but for countless Jamaicans, it's a way of approaching life. It's about recognizing humanity. It's about helping each other. It's about celebrating together, standing together, grieving together, living together. That kind of connection can't be measured by it can't be counted on a financial report, yet its value is enormous. Another treasure Jamaica protects is culture. Jamaica is a relatively small island, yet its influence is absolutely massive. Reggae music reaches every continent. Dancehall inspires artists around the globe. Jamaican food is loved in cities thousands of miles away. The language, the expressions, the fashion, the confidence, the creativity, the spirit. Somehow, this small island continues to shape globally culture far beyond its size. That's extraordinary. And perhaps even more impressive is that Jamaica has managed to maintain a unique identity despite global influences constantly trying to reshape cultures everywhere. Many countries worry about losing their traditions. Jamaica continues introducing its traditions to the world. That's something worth appreciating. Let's also talk about resilience. History hasn't always been kind to Jamaica. The island has experienced colonization, slavery, economic hardships, natural disasters, migration, yet somehow the Jamaican spirit keeps finding ways to smile, keeps creating music, producing world class athletes, inspiring the world. That resilience isn't accidental, it's built through generations. And resilience may be one of the greatest forms of wealth any society can possess. Because money can disappear, buildings can be rebuilt, but a resilient people always find a way forward. Another treasure is joy. Now, this doesn't mean life is always easy, not at all. But there's something remarkable about the ability to find reasons to celebrate even during most difficult times. Music, dance, laughter, family gatherings, community events, simple moments. Many visitors notice this immediately. They often say Jamaica reminds them that happiness isn't always connected to how much money someone has. It's connected to relationships, purpose, faith, gratitude, and appreciating the present moment. Perhaps that's why so many people return to Jamaica over and over again. Not because they're searching for luxury, but because they're searching for a feeling they struggle to find elsewhere. And let's not forget Jamaican hospitality. Ask people who visited Jamaica what stood out the most, and many won't start talking about beaches. They'll tell stories about the people, the taxi driver who became a tour guide, the shop owner who treated them like family, the neighbor who invited them into a conversation, the laughter they shared, the kindness they received. Those memories stay with people much longer than expensive hotel rooms. Now, here's something interesting. Many world countries are now encouraging communities to reconnect. They are recreating programs to reduce loneliness, promoting neighborhood activities, supporting mental health through stronger social connections. In other words, they're trying to rebuild something Jamaica has been protecting for generations. That doesn't mean Jamaica has all the answers. Far from it. Every country has strengths and weaknesses. But perhaps the rest of the world can learn something valuable from the Jamaican way of connecting with people. Maybe success isn't only about earning more. Maybe it's also about belonging more. Maybe progress isn't just about bigger buildings. Maybe it's about stronger communities. Maybe true wealth isn't measured by what's inside your wallet. Maybe it's measured by who's standing beside you when life becomes more difficult. That's a completely different way of looking at success. And honestly, it's a conversation worth having. Because if society continues chasing only financial wealth while losing human connection, are we actually becoming richer? Or are we becoming poorer in ways money can never fix? That's the question Jamaica quietly asks the world. Not through speeches, not through advertisements, but through its people, through its music, through its culture, through its resilience, through its warmth, through its famous spirit of one love. Maybe that's why visitors leave saying they discovered something they didn't even know that they were searching for. Not another tourist destination, but a reminder of what it means to feel human again. That really is one of the greatest treasures on earth. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you believe is Jamaica's greatest treasure? Is it the people, the culture, the music, the food, the resilient, the sense of community, or is it something completely different? Share your thoughts respectfully down in the comments because I genuinely enjoy reading your perspectives. If you enjoyed today's discussion, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another conversation celebrating Jamaica, its people, culture, and global influence. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, one love.